Yeah, it's that time of year. CES, you guys have had videos up the wazoo in your sub box for the last few days, but you just didn't have time to watch them all. Fortunately, people do roundups. So here are the 5 best Intel desktops that you couldn't see in their dedicated videos. Brought to you by Intel. First up is the Asus Strix Gl. It's a pre-built that's geared for pro gamers and tournaments. It features up to an Intel Core i7-8700K and a GTX 1080, an acrylic side panel that looks pretty darn close to tempered glass, Aura Sync RGB of course, and the coolest feature, a swappable SSD compartment in the front. You might be thinking, who needs that? Well, it's actually for gaming tournaments so that organizers can easily load up the systems with all the games and settings that they need. But if you're looking for something more professional and maybe in a smaller form factor, MSI has got you covered with their new W25, a workstation in their incredibly small 2.5-liter case. Basically, everything about it is undisclosed, but we can make some educated guesses. So we know it's got a Xeon processor, so we could say it'll probably be something with a similar TDP to the 8700 series chip in the gaming version, and we know it's got an undisclosed NVIDIA Quadro, perhaps Volta-based? Whichever way it ends up, it is awesome to see this much power in such a small form factor. If you're looking for something small, but you want water cooling, well, the Digital Storm Spark might be what you're after. This case is only 4.7 liters in volume, but it has hardline liquid cooling to keep its internals up to an Intel Core i7-8700K and a GTX 1080 cool, and boy is this thing ever sexy. Other features include triple M.2 drive mounts, optional custom paint jobs, and a 92mm radiator in the top to dissipate all that heat. If you have space to spare though, the Acer Predator Orion 9000 will be sure to take up, well, a lot of it. This thing though can hold up to 128 gigs of DDR4 quad channel RAM, an Intel Core i9 18-core processor, dual GTX 1080 Ti's, and then up top, a dual 120mm rad to keep your CPU cool. The outside complements the bonk doodles components with full RGB lighting, a headphone holder, a DVD drive because why not, and wheels, so you can roll up to your next LAN party in style. But getting back to smaller things, coming in at just 1.2 liters, you could actually fit 112 of Intel's Hades Canyon Nooks inside the Orion 9000. This thing features up to an Intel Core i7-8809G with a TDP of 100 watts. Graphics for this thing are taken care of by a Radeon RX Vega MGH with 24 compute units and 4 gigs of HBM2 memory, making this little guy capable of driving a full-fledged VR experience. Additionally, whether you're into glowing skulls or not, you'll be taken care of because it's RGB lit and you can turn it off. So thanks once again to Intel for sponsoring this roundup. Be sure to check out our other videos from CES 2018.